Hello, my beautiful trap babies. It's your favorite spiritual pusher queen, Celine, and I am back with another message. So, basically, I didn't go to work today, and I was gonna go to work, but then there was Mercury's in retrograde and Sagittarius. There was so much confusion going on that I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna go. If they don't say nothing, I'm not gonna say nothing. So I didn't go to work today because I didn't say anything, right? So I just was like, fuck it. And I knew I had a lot to get done today spiritually, if that makes sense. Like, I'm like, I gotta revamp my altar. I need to clean out the closet. There was just so much that I'm like, I need to do. Like, I need to get ready. I need to prep. You know what I'm saying? I need to redress my candle. I got like a really big candle, like a 21-day candle, you know, them real thick glass ones, and I had it underneath the super full moon. And I've just been dressing it over and over and over and over again, just dressing it with a bunch of different oils. I have not used it yet. I haven't lit or anything. I've just been dressing it. So I'm doing all this stuff, and I said, today's the day I got to sit down with my ancestors. Like, I got to sit down with my spirit team, and I need to go into the Akashic. Like, I got a lot of stuff that I need to do today. So after I was done cleaning up, getting everything in order, prepping everything, because, you got to prep before you go to your altar. You got to prep. If you just go into your altar and the place around you is not clean, like, I don't know who you are, what you're doing, or who taught you. I'm going to just leave that there. And so I go sit before my altar, and they're like, we want some Florida water. We want some whiskey. We want some rum. Now, today is Monday, so that's a Legwas day. I put a Legwas brand new piece of candy out, took his old piece of candy. I did my little 1-2 with it. If you know, you know. And I don't have any more rum for my ancestors or a Legwa, right? So I'm like, okay. Like, before I could even sit down with them, after I cleansed everything, did everything, they were like, this is what we want. So I'm like, all right. I get in the car. I try to look for the nearest little liquor store. And they don't open up until 10. And so I'm ready to sit down and talk with them, but they're like, this is what we need. So I'm like, okay. And it's crazy because I could feel the presence. Like, I could feel my spirit guides here. I could feel my ancestors here. Like, I could feel the presence here. But I don't, they're like, yeah, but we need X, Y, and Z. So I say that to say this. This is why I'm getting on here and doing a reading. And, I don't know what's going to come out of this. It might not even be too long. I don't expect it to be too long. But I feel like if you're on my Trap Oracle page, if you're a part of the Trap family, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Trapaholic, I feel like we're all within the same vibration. Might be a different story, might be a different tune, but we're all among that same melody. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like if I'm feeling like this, no matter what path I'm on, I feel like somewhere, some way, you guys are too, and that's why we're one. Like, that's why we're locked in. So yeah, we're gonna see if we got any quick messages. I only had 2 decks that were sitting out here, so I'm like, okay, bet. So we're just gonna see. I'm gonna run out as many messages as I can until it's 10 o'clock, so I can go get them what they need, so I can do what I need to do. And then I was going to do readings, you feel me? So we have the Thief card, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have Journey. We're not going to take any of these because we didn't get started. Unexpected income, okay? So there's a lot going on. And let me tell you something. When you're about to reach your blessing, when your blessing is right on its way, something, somebody, whatever, will always try to come in and disrupt your peace, get you off your path right before the blessing's going to occur. Right before the blessing. So if out of nowhere life start feeling like hell, or shit just start, you be looking to your left and your right, like, I don't even fucking know how, what, when, why. That's because you're very close to your breakthrough, or to your reward, okay? And the dark side, the other side, okay? You know, because where there's light, there's dark. Where there's dark, there's light. It's all the same. But that other side, even if it's the other side of you that feels like you don't deserve those things, the other side is trying to stop you from receiving what this is that you've asked for, okay? And that's just what it is. See what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So, neither here nor there. A special welcome back to all my OG subscribers. If you're new to this channel, he, she, they, them, okay? Flip it, twist it, reverse it, however you need to. However, y'all already know the drill over here. If it do not fit, do not make it stick. You feel me? Yeah, and he, she, they, them in all of my readings, okay? Won't discriminate. Take it how, if it resonates. That's it, that's all. So, Heavenly Father, I come to you today for a clear reading on the Oracle Traphouse. Over here on my YouTube channel. I ask that the masters, teachers, loved ones, and ancestors come down to give us the clarity that we need, okay? When it comes to my gifts, God, I give thanks and I ask that you protect my crown and my vessel as I tap into the spiritual realm and you bring me back to the physical realm in one piece. And as always, I give thanks for my gifts. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. And Ashe. All right, Infinite Spirit, Holy Spirit, what is it that my trap babies need to know at this time? What is it that my collective needs to know at this time? What are the messages? What are the messages for my collective? I just heard, if you're working with your spirit guides, if you're working with your ancestors, you need to create a council, as I like to call it. But you need to know who's who and what's what, okay? Because some of y'all got Grandma Mary up in the front when Grandma Mary really needs to be in the back. And this ain't no shade towards Grandma Mary, but Grandma Mary was all about peace, okay? Or Grandma Mary might have dealt with men who were not of the best, okay? Okay, we know what Papa John was doing to Grandma Mary, okay? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Some of y'all are feeding, praying, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't feed to them or whatever, but what I'm trying to say is some of y'all are calling upon ancestors who can't get done what you need them to get done. You got the ones that could do it in the back when they need to be in the front. You have a whole team. And just like anyone that has a whole, for some reason, I'm getting this Kevin Hart clip from a documentary. And, you know, he was speaking about his whole team and how everybody has a job. And without everyone playing their role, there would have been no Hart Productions, whatever his thing is. Everybody has a role, from marketing to strategy to development to, you know what I'm saying, management, to everyone has a role. Accounting, everybody has a role. So when it comes to your counsel, to your spirit team, to your ancestors, everybody got a role, and some people's strengths are better than others. But everyone has a role. If you need peace and divine and light, then yeah, maybe you might want Grandma Mary to be there in the front to help you, to guide you, to speak to you, to walk you among that peace when you're feeling real chaotic. But if you're in the middle of war and Grandma Mary only spoke peace, baby, do you want Martin Luther King or do you want Malcolm X as the sirens are in the background? Which one do you want if you go into war? That's who you need to call forward. I don't know who that message is for. Also, I just heard this, and I don't know if I'm speaking to myself, but I'm going to clock this T. If I am, and I received this. Some of you are very much into hoodoo, okay? Some of you are blessed into hoodoo. Your ancestors did hoodoo, and you know who you are. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know they did it. You know you do it. You know. You need to start working with High John the Conqueror. Now, again, this message ain't for everybody, because if you are not of hoodoo, you know what I'm saying? If you are not of black descent, okay? You know what I'm trying to say? You mess with High John the Conqueror and you gonna get your ass conquered, snatch the fuck up, okay? Because again, Those were enslaved people who were of high rank, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were captive here on this land or whether they were brought over here. Because don't get me started, but right. Okay? But some of y'all need to work with him. Whiskey. Maybe I need to get some. Did I say whiskey earlier? Right. Another thing is, if you don't try it, baby, you ain't never gonna know. If you're stepping into this practice, if you're stepping into spirituality, whatever the case may be, I mean, yes, it's very nice to have a mentor, an elder, someone to guide you, but everybody's not blessed with that. And if you don't try it out for yourself, how you ever gonna know? Because if you keep going to the TikTok, to the Snap GBT, whatever the fuck, you know, Snap GBT, right. But right, if you keep going to all these things to try to figure out how to fuck to lay down your spirituality, your practice, you're going to fail. If you just believe and that's the way it goes. No, learn for yourself. Tap into your people. Tap into your folks. When people come to me for guidance, you know, I tell them the things that I've tried that I know work for a fact because I tried it. And I always tell them, jug it up however you need to, you know, because what worked for me may not work for you. Now, if I wrote this shit down or if I got this shit straight from an elder themselves, I know for a fact it works because I tried it 50 different ways. And if you want to add something to it to make it for you, that's fine too. That's where the free game come in. But if you're not trying it and you out here saying you practice it and you getting your shit from these resources, okay? I don't know who that message is for, but take it. So we got toil and labor, number 38, okay? Toil and labor. This imprisonment card, it wanted to come out in the reverse. All my cards is upright. We've seen that imprisonment before. Someone's stepping out of some shit. Yep. March can be very significant. Someone here could be an Aries or a Pisces, okay? Someone could be born on the 29th of the month, okay? We have a child card here. Someone can have a child. Someone could be pregnant, expecting a child, okay, by a wealthy man. Okay, don't have to be, just could be. There could be, someone could be meeting a wealthy man and you can be getting into a relationship with them. But what I'm picking up from this is he's trying to get out. But he will always get out because his mind is free. What are you committed to? What is your thought process committed to? This imprisonment card is deep because let me tell y'all something. Last night, a lot went down and I'm going to just give you 3 key points. One, I was about to have a download and I became very frantic right before what's happening. I don't know how y'all are, but sometimes I get a download and it's like this. Sometimes I get a download and everything, all the energy coming in is so chaotic. It's like that so Raven moment where I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay. And if you know me in real time, you know my anxiety will kick in full drive and I will start walking, pacing. And I was like, I don't know what this is about to be, but this is something major. And I had pulled out my cards and I was just shuffling and letting them fall out. I wasn't asking no questions. I just wanted to see if there was any patterns. And I had put my cards up when I was satisfied. I still didn't feel a sense of peace, but I knew, okay, you got an understanding of what's what. Mind you, I didn't know if I was going to go to work today, right? Right. As I walk away, after I put my cards up, as I walk away and I come back to sit back on the couch, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I had this deck. It was the gift card that that never flew out with everything that I was doing, but somehow was underneath the couch, you know? So I'm like, what the fuck? I show my homegirl, I'm like, look. She like, damn. I said, and this is 17th. It's a 17 card. I said, tomorrow's going to be significant. This week is going to be significant because I was seeing a lot of those dates. And they happen to be next to high honor, the ancestors, honey. And a false person. That's that thief we seen, right? Right. So my friend opens up the door And as she opens up the door, our little 2 alley cats that we've been feeding, okay, the one who I call light skin, who I used to be like, she ain't built for it, you know, talking my shit. She had a big ass, dead ass mouse up in her motherfucking, in her mouth, honey. And I said out to say this. This imprisonment card, when we were first talking, it was this way. But look at that mouse. And I knew, and I told my friend, I'm not going to get into the details of the download, but I told my friend when that was done, after I had fed her, and you know me, everything I do it for a reason. I don't do shit for no reason. Like everything that I do it for a reason. I calculate. Everything is premeditated. Unless I'm crashing the fuck out. Then that's when shit really gets scary, because if everything is already premeditated and pre-calculated, crashing out, yeah, we don't know. But I was like, this is the download. And I never noticed there was a rat on this card. So someone here, the message I have for you is, someone here, you got to pick and choose what you are married to, what you're in union with. Okay? Because you're free to do whatever you wish to do. And that's one of my favorite affirmations. When I started writing affirmations in 2015, that was one of the first ones that I wrote, and it's still one of my favorites. You're free to do whatever you wish to do. Look at this shit. Is that a fucking cat? And a mouse. And it was 17:01 on the timer when I said that. You're free to do whatever you wish to do. But if you're going to continue working towards what is not meant for you, or if you're going to keep working towards something that does not benefit you, or if you're going to keep working towards those negative thought processes and patterns and stagnation and all that shit, then it's always going to be that cat and mouse hunt. Okay? Someone here could be receiving some sort of message of concern in regards to their work, or in regards to, or you could be hearing about something at work. Someone could be hearing that a job is going to shut down, or maybe someone's going to be like losing some sort of position, and it's going to kind of cause, in the distant horizon. It's going to kind of cause, or you could be hearing that there's some sort of conflict, and this doesn't have anything, it doesn't have to have anything to do with you. Maybe you're learning that like your manager or that manager, you know what I'm saying, that they have been released of their duties. And so now someone new is coming in. So now there's this shift of people moving up, moving around. Okay. For some of you guys, you can be hearing that someone did lose their job. I don't feel like, again, it has something to do with you, but I feel like someone could have had a nice paying job. We seen official person earlier too. This can be like some sort of government. Someone can work for the government or a government agency, something of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Something that they're constantly getting paid through the government, and they can find out that they're losing that. Someone could receive, if you are on some sort of government assistance or something of that sort, you could be receiving some sort of letter, some sort of documentation or something that you got to have something turned in by a certain time in order to keep receiving these benefits. Or you could be hearing that maybe the benefits will be cut off, something of that sort. I don't know who that message is for. Just take it if it resonates. But someone's going to receive some sort of message in regards to work, you know, that's going to come in before the new year. Like, this is going to happen before 2026. I feel like there's a lot of changes that are going to be coming in 2026. And, you know, you don't have to worry about this, okay? You don't have to worry about this. Even if this has something to do with you, you don't have to worry about this. You're not in prison to anything. You're not married to anything, okay? I just literally split the deck between the gift and wealth. whatever happens, allow it to flow, because whether this is in regards to you or someone else, there's not going to be a bad outcome from this, okay? But what you put in, you will get out. Some of you guys could have anxiety on the job, and I'm hearing that that's going to release itself soon. You're not going to have to worry about that soon. Okay? But again, whatever you're feeding your mind, your soul at this time, with this Mercury being in retrograde in Sagittarius, it very well can come to fruition. So what do you choose? What are you married to? What do you choose to keep by you? Keep on you? What do you choose to believe? I swear I shuffled these cards. Maybe I didn't. Someone's going to receive some sort of gift in regards to a job. Again, I'm picking up on this major shift. People are moving out. There's going to be a lot of changes coming 2026. And because next month is December, right here, right now, with this Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, I feel like before this retrograde is over, a lot of things are going to be put in motion, and you're not even going to know shit is happening. It's just going to happen. It's almost going to be like, oh, with the new year, there's new changes. And that's how they're going to roll this out. But there's a lot of meetings in regards to this. Someone could be hearing some good news by the 21st of November, okay? Between the 17th and the 21st, you could be hearing some good... Today's the 17th, right? Yeah, you could be hearing some good news. Someone could be getting a move-in date. Someone could be finding out that they're pregnant, okay? Someone could be moving into a new house or a new location. Someone could be receiving a new job. Someone could be finally I just see someone signing their name. Someone could be finally signing some sort of contract or document, or maybe... Or maybe there's some sort of court case that is going to be ruled in your favor on the 21st or something like that. Or the paper's going to be pushed through, that attorney sending that final letter, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you're signing your name because you agree to this. Whatever this is, I feel like it's going to bring you a major gift. It's a major reward that is going to allow you to be able to breathe for a minute. Or it's going to be a wish come true. You know, maybe you like, for example, if you're moving into a new house, you might be like stressed the fuck out because you got to move, but you're going to be breathing because you finally got your place. You know what I'm trying to say? But also with this official person in this occupation, I'm telling you right now, like what we said earlier, I feel like someone's going to be losing some sort of official agent. Okay, someone from a government agency is going to be losing something, or something in regards to work with them. You see how I just lost all those cards? I just lost all those cards. Coffin. I told you, someone's going to be losing something. And it don't have to be in regards to you. Maybe you're going to be this person that's sitting back and watching this play out in real time. Okay? Yeah, because I see the Lover's card here too. Maybe this is someone you used to be in a relationship with. Maybe somebody's finally getting the karma that's meant for them. Okay? I don't know. Just take it if it resonates. Then we have the pathway. So it's like something's going to end, and then something brand new is going to begin. And it's going to be illuminated here. Okay? Someone could be receiving a gift of roses because someone's thinking about you. Someone could be gifting you flowers. Someone could be leaving flowers maybe on your car. You know what I'm saying? Or someone can be asking to meet up with you. They want to give you your flowers. Okay, whether this is like real flowers or someone just speaking, you know, talking that shit about you. You know what I'm saying? But someone needs to get ready to receive some sort of flowers. You're on someone's mind heavy. Someone here has a gentleman that is thinking about them very heavy at this time, okay? And I see initial C and M, so that could be a part of their name. Don't have to be. But I feel like whoever this gentleman is, I feel like they want to come back into your life, okay? Because you were of great importance, or, you know, it's almost like giving like good luck charm. Like ever since you left out of their life, shit just ain't right. and they've been thinking about you heavy. So expect that call. I'm here in Marvin's room. Expect that call. Someone could be calling you drunk and finally laying it all on the table. The holidays is coming up. You already know how motherfuckers get down. Just take that if it resonates. Someone could be getting a phone call from their father, I'm also hearing. Okay? Or their father or their grandfather or their uncle. You know, someone from their daddy's side can be reaching out to you too at this time. Okay? You're heavy on a lot of people's minds, okay? See how we got the CM right here and then there's CM right on here that he drew out. See what I'm saying? Soulmate energy. Can you see that? That C and that M? Soulmate energy. Someone here now knows who you are. And you know what? It's up to you whether you decide to take that person back or not, you know, or if you decide to still have a relationship with this person. Again, this could be a family member. This doesn't just have to be love, but you know, sometimes when you let shit go, you let shit go. What time is it? 9:54, Ashe. Someone here is going to be receiving some sort of great fortune. Courthouse. Someone here could be receiving child support. You could be receiving a child support, some sort of back pay. Look at this shit. I can't make this shit up. We got great fortune. Official person. Courthouse. Child. Unexpected income. And then we have the occupation again. Turn around with the wealthy man. Now we have the privileged lady. Junification. Yeah. Expect some documents to be signed. That's going to bring you major money. Okay? For some others of you, there can be a wealthy man or a wealthy female who's going to come into your life and help you out. You know, this can be in regards to love, or this can just be somebody that's going to offer you a job that's going to change the game for you. This can be an older gentleman. But yeah, this is what we have, guys. We have a lot coming up. A lot is coming in. A lot is coming in at this time. Someone could be going to a funeral, or someone could be learning about a death of somebody. Okay? Just take it if it resonates. We have a lot coming up. A lot of things with all these judification cards, like all these courthouse cards, you know, all this like government shit. I feel like justice is being ruled in someone's favor. And again, even if you're like, Selena, I'm not going to court. I don't got nothing like this coming up. Baby, this could be with the ancestors, the high honor. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why you need to get right with your ancestors. And we talked about High John to Conquer. You know, baby, if you want to win a court case, honey, that's who you gonna go to. If you want some money, that's the man to see. You know what I'm trying to say? But remember, you're not stuck in anything. You're not stuck in anything. And I feel like you need to get your ancestors together. You need to get your council in order and all that other stuff. You need to get all that stuff in order, is because I feel like your ancestors is trying to come and bring you something major, something heavy, something major. Okay? Something major that the whole world is going to have to witness. They're about to witness this. I just heard you are now watching a master at work. Yeah, okay, come on, Lil Wayne. But you got to be wary of people trying to take stuff from you. You got to be wary of your mental mindset. Again, what are you committed to? What and who are you committed to? Are you committed to being stuck? Or do you know you're past this, above this? Y'all need to change y'all counsel. Y'all need to sit down and talk to y'all. Y'all need to sit down and talk to y'all ancestors. And you need to move the people that need to be in the front. You need to move their asses to the front. And the ones that need to go to the back, you need to move them back. But it's time for you to have a talk. Because you got something major that's coming in. Again, you don't have to be going to court for you to receive this. This is something major, a major breakthrough. You've been working hard towards this. Your ancestors have been working hard to bring this to you. You're not about to be working hard for long. And with the distance horizon here and a coffin card here, it's on its way, y'all. I don't know what this is, but it's a major breakthrough coming from your spirit team. But you need to call who's who and what's what. You need to really figure that out and line them up. Get your ancestor altar ready. Get your shit ready. Okay? Because there's no stopping this. This is here. This message was a little all over the place, but it was very significant. And guys, I feel so chill today. Like I'm hyped, but you can't tell. So something about today, the 17th, going all the way up until like December 5th is going to be very significant. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't know when the retrograde is over, but something about that is going to be very significant. Also, don't be surprised if you find out somebody's pregnant, if you hear through the grapevine. You know, I'm not necessarily going to say it had to be you, but you're going to be learning about some pregnancies soon. It's going to be very unexpected. People who you didn't expect to get pregnant, or maybe that's you. Okay? But this is the message. I love you guys, and I love you for free. If this message resonated, hit the like button. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next reading, babe. Peace.